One of the things that I think we need to do is I think that we need to fully repeal the truth in sentencing law that was passed at the height of the law and order, get tough on crime 90s. We just need to repeal that. It was a mistake. I think for a lot of people intuitively that throwing the book at folks when they do something wrong is the right approach, but that intuition is wrong. And not only do we know that, those of us who have been working on these issues, but the data shows that. So it's time to stop the failed experiment of locking people up longer, throwing in the book at them, and throwing away the key. So what I've done is I've introduced a package of bills to repeal truth in sentencing and to reestablish the authority that the Department of Corrections previously had to offer good time credits or disciplinary credits to inmates who are participating in programs, not getting in trouble in prison, and overall showing with the way that they're doing their time that there's a greater chance of them being successful on the outside. And the goal of this in general is to get away from just trying to punish the people we're mad at, but to actually use the system in the way it's intended for rehabilitation and to really only hold on to the people that we're genuinely afraid are going to hurt and victimize more people when they get out. So that's sort of some of the broad outlines of why I introduced that 3-bill package last year to reestablish good time and to end this failed experiment of getting tough on crime that started in the 90s. And the path going forward for these bills is that we're kind of dusting these bills off. They were not taken up in Lansing last year, and so we're just trying to dust them off, make sure that the words that we're putting in there are the right ones. We're working with stakeholders, some of whom are a part of this call, to make sure that that proposal is the best that it can be, and getting ready to reintroduce that very shortly here. So I want to make sure that that gets reintroduced relatively early in the cycle, sometime this spring, so that my colleagues on both sides of the aisle will have an opportunity to pick that bill up off the table and give it the consideration that it deserves.